Hey, all right. So I guess we're going to transition into the George Floyd Policing Act.
That doesn't.
You guys want to lead me off?
Oh yeah, we'll be quiet.
So what the George Floyd bill is it's a bill that it aims to end certain like police tactics when policing. For example, you can't use any type of chokeholds or anything that restricts the neck. Also, it looks to increase like funding when it comes to like police training in regards to like racial sensitivity and cultural inclusion. In a nutshell.
I like what Eric had said the other podcast when he was saying that police officers need to be more involved in the communities that they're policing, and that's kind of would build the trust back in the community, because it's like, okay, I know this officer because I see him every day. He goes out his way, checks to say, hey, how you guys doing? You guys all right? It's not just something like, hey, I'm here to enforce the law and you need to listen to me. It should be more of a give and a take kind of relationship. Like, hey, like, we know you're coming into our community and you're not here to cause any trouble. You're just here to keep us safe. Versus them approaching it as like, it's like a war zone in this neighborhood and I'm the only thing keeping it above water.
Yeah, it's like militant. It's too militant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I just want to add to that I feel like the police officers that are hired should be from that community. It shouldn't be outsiders being hired to come in.
I mean,
not knowing anything about that damn community.
Well, yeah,
and they're just raising hell.
But do you think a lot of people from those communities want to become
because again, that goes back to
that's the thing.
I don't know, but that goes back to the point that you was just talking about, that communal thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know this hood,
like back in the day,
and I want to become an officer. So my approach to this work is going to be different than somebody coming from Westchester to, let's say, Brooklyn, and being real militant and everything you speaking of.
I feel like if you're going to have police based off their backgrounds, you should know where they come from. And if they come from a similar background, they could be placed in a similar area because they expect the same thing. And what I was going to say before that is, even
that's what I mean. Yeah,
like there's no such thing as like career fairs anymore. Like I can't remember the last time I've heard about a career fair where there's cops there, or
they're still happening.
But I think that's the issue. I think that a lot of the communities that the police presence is heavy in, there's a bad relationship with the police, thus meaning that a lot of kids don't want to become police officers. So once you start, getting the guy, even though he's not from there, that comes in and honestly just wants to help, it kind of would help the kids in the community look up and be like, okay, this guy actually cares. He's trying to actually make a difference, even though he's not from here. I'm from here. Why can't I be, that presence in my own neighborhood that I grew up in? But it has to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm. But when that usually happens, I feel like there's lack of cultural awareness.
I think it's like even
you're not aware of who you're dealing with. You're just going off of what the
Asian hate corresponds to the George Floyd Policing Act.
I mean, I feel like, yes, I would love Asians to be protected because due to COVID-19, they've been attacked more so than they were being attacked. But I will say, as a black man, we've been fighting for these same freedoms and liberties for
since
over
we got
400 years, but we still have not gotten anything. And it's kind of extreme to see to see a group of people, another group of people, get more liberties and freedoms and protection than us, in the middle of us fighting for these same liberties.
Especially so quickly.
Yes. While the George Floyd Police Reform Act was in Congress already. Like, it was already sitting there. The bill was already drafted and nothing. This start happening, all the Asians getting attacked start happening. What is it called?
Stop Asian Hate.
The Asian Hate Protection Act? Something like that. Don't quote me. But that passed pretty much instantly with no pushback from anyone. It passed.
But that just goes to show who the people that are in the office have loyalty to.
Yep.
Yeah, prioritize.
But
And we've been suffering.
I
We getting
mean,
killed every other couple days. But once something happens with this said community, look how fast things change. We're at the bottom of the totem pole. Wow, which is crazy, which is unfortunate as far as America goes and racism and all that stuff. But
I just don't understand how you could,
I don't know.
how you can see all
It's
of this
crazy.
happening and say that America is not racist.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother.
Yeah, that's a whole other pod.
Nah,
That's a
This is
whole
America.
other pod.
Somebody call Childish Gambino, let him know we riding.
What? Out of all the people, that's who we call it?
This is America.
Oh,
That's a song. This is America.
okay. I get it.
Where
I'm
you saw
sorry.
that
I
go?
just,
Yo,
I thought he was like a superhero.
the
or something.
symbolism and the images and stuff you see in that video is crazy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But it makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
All right.
That man is a genius, a creative genius.
Do you guys have any closing thoughts? Got it all out. Any, by the way?
I'm wearing this shirt for a reason. Because I knew we were going to talk about stuff like this. Just a reminder to people that this young man's name, relates to all of us, and these things need to be addressed. So yeah, that's pretty much me.
Yeah, people need to keep fighting the fight. Stay woke. Stay woke. You hear me?
You know,
Protect black
also
people.
has a
Stay
song called
woke.
"Stay Woke."
Wow.
Childish Gambino.
Now let me stop.